A few years ago, I saw on Instagram that they were doing a student treasures. That's the name of the website, and they were like, "Oh, it's free. Your students can write their own books." And I saw it, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I wish I was a teacher so that I could do this." And like a few years later, I ended up becoming a teacher, and the first thing I did was I looked at the curriculum and I was like, I have to incorporate this somehow. So this was my way of incorporating that into this. Part of the course is where we have our different stages of development. So part of those stages are childhood. And so I wanted to do a hands-on activity. So what we're doing is we are writing children's books, and it allows them to see what it's like to write their own book, create their own book. It gives them different jobs, let them feel what it's like to work as a group, kind of gives them like career style things to do, because you have a manager, you have workers, and things like that. And then in the end, they get to be published in their hard copies, and they get to see their work come to life. At first, they were like, children's books? We don't want to do that. We don't want to write children's books. But if you look around, they really get into it. They like to do it. Some of them want to make it like a competition. I made it a friendly competition of, okay, who's going to write the best book? And so I do have my favorites where you can really tell they really put their heart into it. And they were like, no, can we have a little bit more time? We need more time. We just needed to color it in a little bit more. And I'm like, it's fine. But just to watch them want to perfect their craft, I have some students that actually want to go into writing because of this.
So our subject was superpowers. We were just thinking about like invisibility, but we're like, oh, let's do teleportation. So the elephant just travels around like the world. And since we did get a small kids age group, we went with a shorter book and like shorter sentences. So it's a pretty short, but it's a good book.
My favorite part was, making the ideas for my group, writing it down, getting them ideas. It's pretty hard work, I can't do this all by myself without my group with me.
You can do anything. Like, see, I never thought I could illustrate a book or write a book, and I did it. It was a small one, but it's just that you can do anything, even if you try it. You just have to try it.
We put a lot of dedication, hard work into it, but it definitely has paid off. When I opened the package for the first time, I felt like really proud. I was like, oh man, it's complete, it's finished. I was very excited. And then one of the books, they dedicated it to me, and then I wanted to cry because I was like, oh. So it was very rough. Creating a book is hard, and I honestly feel as though they have a new outlook on books, because I'm a reader. I love to read books, so I feel as though there's a new respect when it comes to reading books and having a book now. So I feel like that gives them that push to look at books differently. I hope that other teachers takes this opportunity to use it in their classroom. It's a hands-on activity that gets other students inspired, where I've had students from other classes that don't even take me, where they're like, oh, that's the lady that has the books, and they want to do it. So it doesn't matter what you teach. You could be teaching health, you could do a health book, science, art. It could be a way where they get their own introduction to putting a book together in their own way. I'm trying not to cry because I'm a big baby, but I'm very proud of them, and seeing their look and their reaction to it is very heartfelt.